Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a lot of news to go cover over here, especially when it comes to the Nintendo 2 Switch. Oh my lord, sometimes you gotta keep it on in. Hey, hello guys, and welcome to another brand new video. We have a lot of information today as of the Switch 2. We have pre-order information, we have official confirmation for some specific retailers. We'll probably have more information throughout probably the next week or so, or at least good guesstimates. I'll give you guys my guesstimates as of this video. But of course, we also have official word from Nintendo. There are some price increases. Although thankfully, at least in America, the console itself is not changing price. Thank God, although we still are in the midst of this tariff war, everything, it's horrible. I'm sure you guys understand. A lot of uncertainty going around everywhere, stock, crypto, everything. But right now, we do actually have at least confirmation on Target, one of the bigger retailers out there, and it will be a bit later on at night. And I'm sure we'll get more information like Best Buy, GameStop. We saw GameStop active on the social medias as of today, and just a lot of little things to go to cover out throughout this video. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new. We probably will mostly cover the restocking news if it's hard to go get for the Switch 2, mainly because we did a lot of stuff with the console stuff beforehand too. All the boys are coming back together, so we'll probably be doing some of that stuff if you guys are trying to get your console. Subscribe if you guys would like, and if not, no worries, we'll still be doing gaming news in the mix too as well. And if you guys want to go and see some of the very first ever Switch 2 commercials, they have both the English and Japanese version over here, but it's kind of fun to go and see. So we're going to start off this video really quick and play out this little video. Maybe I shouldn't actually from copyright, but whatever, you guys can kind of see to play it up in the background, as you guys can maybe see. But yeah, I don't know, I'm probably buying the Switch 2. Let me know if you guys are going to buy one. Subscribe if you guys are new, leave a like on the video, and let's go and talk about some news. So first and foremost, the biggest news, confirmation over here from Nintendo itself from earlier on today, that Nintendo maintains Nintendo Switch 2 pricing. Biggest news we could possibly ever go and see. Right now, the price, which is still a little bit expensive, is still going to be $450. There is a lot of turmoil, a lot of comments, a lot of questions that if it would actually update or not. And thankfully, as even with the tariffs and everything else ongoing, it seems like it will be okay. Thank God. If this was a $500 plus console, I would be a very hard sell. It's kind of a hard sell at $450. I'm a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever, so I can kind of justify it right off of my taxes. Give one away if you guys want. But anyway, the retail pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 will begin, and we now have the confirmation, on April 24th, 2025. This is the date you guys all have to be looking forward to. Good luck to everyone. We have a lot of homies out there that are tracking this stuff. I'm sure you guys can find some. If you guys want recommendations, let me know. It's probably the same boys I've recommended years ago too. But right now, April 24th, 2025, at launch, the price for Nintendo Switch 2 in the US will remain as announced on April 2nd at $44,999, so $450. And the Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart bundle will also remain the same exact price at $500. I would highly recommend that. Mario Kart's going to probably be the game you're playing for the next 10 years either way. You have friends over, kids, whatever. You could literally be a single guy right now watching this channel. You might find the girl of your dreams, and you will still be maybe playing Mario Kart 5 years from now. If you want to go get it, probably get the bundle. Just it is what it is. But also the Donkey Kong game, still $70. Normal Mario Kart World, still $80. Those both remain unchanged. Thank you, Nintendo, for that. If we saw price increases on an $80 game, which a lot of people were kind of skeptical on, there was like a big showcasing of it as of yesterday. It looked good. There's a lot of features I'm happy they added. It is a more in-depth Mario game. I'm liking it. I will probably play it, but I do think the bundle is probably the better way to go. As well in terms of availability, because I know people are probably curious about that in restocks or whatever. It seemed like there was a 75 to 25% ratio. I think like the PS5 disc to PS5 digital, that there's a lot more Mario Kart World bundles. So if you guys are looking through Target with these websites, whatever, make sure you guys probably go for the bundle. Number one, it's a good price, but number two, there's just a lot more made there. I saw a lot of people always trying to get the digital before to save a few bucks, and they had to wait an extra year or two because it just was so much harder to go get. But there is also some bad news too. Actually, let me go talk about this. We actually have had confirmations too as well. This is probably more important, that this is the first retailer that we 100% know, they have it officially on their website in titles, that it is going to be live as of 4/24 at midnight. So I wish I can zoom on this a little bit better. Maybe I can hear it in a second. I'm trying to get this a little bit better for you guys over here on Target. Say hello to Nintendo Switch 2. This is on the Target website. We have this pretty much officially confirmed from Target themselves. And also the double confirmation too from Nintendo, because as you guys can see, Nintendo has their date right here, April 24th. Mark that in your head. But this will be technically, depending on your time zone, I want to stress this, maybe the 23rd, because this is at midnight EST. If I'm not being stupid, if I am, you guys can let me know. I always hate when it's 12 a.m. and they can kind of go either way. I believe this is at midnight at nighttime. So if you're say in Chicago, Central Time Zone, this would be at 11 p.m. on 4/23. On Mountain Time Zone would be at 10, and then California, Seattle Time Zone would be at 9 p.m. So please keep this in mind that this is technically going to be in the 23rd, depending on the time zone for it. It might be also for the 24th on over here for the East Coast. So please keep that in mind, but it does seem like this is the first official retailer we have seen that is hitting that up on midnight. So if you guys are trying to get your Switch 2 console, please go and follow this one up. Target's usually pretty good. There's usually like five big, GameStop, Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and then there's usually other retailers that will also get stock. We remember a lot of this from the PS5 Xbox restocking era that we did on the channel. They also do have the new games, they have the accessories and all this. As we get more, subscribe. I'm sure we'll have some other homies. I might have some people on the channel itself too. A lot of the old gang, if you guys remember back in the day, we'll try to get them roped on in because we just, like them. But there has also been a few kind of bad news things over here on two ends. So we have the confirmation stuff, which is great, but a lot of these also accessories are going up in price, and some work on Nintendo Switch 1, some don't. So keep that in mind. We'll cover that in a second. Basically, the Nintendo Switch 2 over here is at $450. The bundles at $500. All these games, as we covered, same price too as well. But they have also had a few updates on some of these price points too, where they have the Pro Controller at $85, Joy-Con 2 pair at $95, and you guys know on how many kids just randomly break this stuff nonstop. That's going to be horrible. It's like 1/5 the price of the console, dude. Oh my lord. That's not good. That's very expensive. Joy-Con 2 charging grip is at $40. The strap is at $14. The wheel set actually is only at $25. That's actually not bad. Nintendo Switch 2 cameras at $55. The dock set, which I do believe these two docks do not work. I do believe, from what I remember, the Switch 1 and Switch 2 docks are not reciprocal. Like, you cannot use either one of them, so keep that in mind. Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case and screen protector, $40, whatever. Nintendo Switch 2 all-in carrying case, $80, $85, I'm not gonna buy it, whatever. AC adapter, $35, I don't like that. Seems expensive. And then their weird 250 gigabyte Switch 2 SSD. Like, I love Samsung, we've worked with Samsung on the channel, but for $60 for 256 micro SSD, I could probably find one for like $10 from Alibaba. I don't know. Some of these I'm not happy with too as well. And even over here from Nintendo Deal, they had a little screenshot showing that some of these will work and some of these will not. So some accessories are over here compatible over here too, saying Joy-Con controllers. Now, some of these are weird, and it's actually kind of a cool infographic saying that some of these can work. Like, you can, I think, apparently use the old Joy-Con controllers, but they won't be charging. But you can connect wirelessly, so it's kind of good if like you maybe break yours and just want like a very rough fix for a little bit. Might work out well in the future. I don't know. But the big thing is I always liked having a chance to charge them on that too, so it's weird. As well, apparently the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, so NES controllers, and Nintendo 64 controllers, all these can also be connected wirelessly by the Switch 2 as well. They can also be charged by connecting them to via USB, so that's at least cool. Like, I think I actually have some of these older controllers myself, which is kind of nice, like cool. So all these little accessories, they can be connected either wirelessly or through the stuff. It is kind of similar technology. USB still exists, like Bluetooth still exists. So I'm happy these actually still work and they are correspondent. The Switch dock though does not work. Obviously, because it's just a different design, it's different technology, like it is what it is, probably different voltage, just a lot of like generic stuff. That makes sense. You can't use both on that. The Switch AC adapter though, the power output is insufficient, so you also cannot use that. These are kind of small details, but just good to know either way. And also you cannot charge with it. Like it is weird. It's not like for the TV mode, I believe you can actually change the normal console with it, but you just can't do it in the TV mode. It's just weird. I don't know. And then also the high-speed HDMI cable with the Nintendo Switch is not compatible, as the HDMI cable standards have differed since the last 8 years or so. Micro SD cards are designed exclusively for the micro SD Express cards too, so it doesn't seem like that is available, I believe. Just because it's different technology. It's been a very long time, which kind of still sucks, but whatever. And apparently the GameCube adapter, which I actually have too, can be used as well in the TV mode by using the USB. I have that. I'm happy with that. I want to go play some fun, like old school Zelda games with that. But either way, this is neat. Like, so we do have the first official confirmation. We have a confirmation on the dates. Like, this is kind of some big news on all of this. And at the end of the day, if you guys want to follow up on Twitter or other various socials, I'll try to track this stuff the best I can. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place. And let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are going to try to buy one, you guys are looking forward to, and all that stuff. Would love to know your thoughts and comments on everything down below. Subscribe here, Twitters and Twitch streams down below, and we'll have more Switch 2 news in the coming days.